We'll see. If that actually happens, Ben, I'll give you the props, but I feel like most of the time it just comes.
Precast, dude.
Precast.
Precast.
Top lane. KheZu does seem to be getting some okay farm, but hopefully he doesn't feed away First Blood here. Looks like he will. Silent managed to pick that one up. The Ancient Apparition has been... Mid one's going to be jumped on here by the Snowball. Good block there from the Ice Shard. It's going to be long enough for G to be able to close that distance, slow him down with help of the Ancient Apparition. They'll get one kill, possibly a second one here as YapzOr has to Sandstorm dodge a little bit of it, does not have a Burrow Strike to be able to get away, and Sioma Slayer does have some abilities up in just 5 seconds time. Little bit of a narrow path here. YapzOr doesn't have the Burrow Strike just yet. Almost has the mana for it, but it's not going to be fast enough. Great rotation there and great setup by the Vega Squadron support.
It's going to be a hard field to navigate.
Midwan just continues the pressure, though, not dissuaded whatsoever from that gank. Lays the chip damage onto the tower, one of the big advantages of the sniper, right? Ability to take that early tower, but it may be punished once again. Even Afterlife's going to come over, see if he can help out with Malefice, and they're going to be able to get another great block from Sioma. Looking good on the Tusk. You know, because Lincoln's really good versus Sand King. It's actually pretty good versus Chaos Knight as well. But
the snowball save.
Well, Sioma does have pretty hefty workloads. KheZu is going to be gone on here in the side jungle, but this does leave an opportunity for Secret to get some vengeance. They managed to get that one kill, but a 1 second stun really isn't enough to be able to go on to Aloha Dance here. So they're going to back up, turn themselves instead onto Sioma Slayer. Do manage to pick up that one kill.
Supposed to play it off like a joke. Oh, never mind. Okay, joke's over.
I thought you were calling them depressing people or something, Ben.
Oh, no.
Puppey is dead. That's a depressing thought.
Joke.
Faces Void gets the Chronos here. They're going to be able to get the extra kill onto the sniper. That's worth a whole lot more than just plain old Oracle. MP in the meantime has rotated it up to the top lane. After that pressure with the Faces Void, where they barely managed to miss that kill. He's going to try and take that rotation, make the most of a failure, and see if he can take that safe lane tower away from Big.
We call it opportunities for the supports instead of failures.
Well, there's no one farming bottom right now for Secret, so I'm not sure what the supports are really making most out of this opportunity. They're still sitting around this sniper knowing that he's been so heavily pressured by Vega Squadron. They gotta try and put a stop to that.
Wow. They're actually going for builds that are kind of countered by AA. We see Mask of Madness coming up on Sniper, and we see Armlet coming out with Chaos Knight. AA, very good versus both of these items.
Radiant's bottom tower.
He had a bit of a scuffle there. Silent being gone on by Yaps.
MP.
Trouble here. He's gonna pop the ultimate, does get a little bit lucky, gets an extra illusion that's gonna help try and burst down the hero, but a black hole comes in just in time to be able to put a stop to that one. Afterlife is here to save his allies. No need to go into the grave there. 1-8, Vega Squadron continue quite the dominant lead here. Wasting kills, and it looks like the network is still favoring them pretty heavily as well. Midwan gonna be caught here by G. Puppey comes in, tries to save him, tries to disarm the Viper, not going to save him. They do manage to stop his TP out, but it's still a Viper at the end of the day, a hero that is going to be tough for these supports to actually fight by themselves. The Earthshaker is coming across from the mid lane, but he's just not going to be there fast enough. KheZu, maybe the block off. They do have a TP coming in. Chaos Knight is here. Now we've got some physical damage. Maybe they can actually bring down the Viper. A 2 second stun only, but they do have the disarm there as well. Snowball safe, brought onto KheZu, but he does manage to get the Shrine up, turns around, gets the stun to finish things off. There goes the Earthshaker as well to be able to lock down the Tusk. They're going to be able to catch Silent as well. Vega Squadron have completely overextended themselves, feeding away what was supposed to be just one core into a core and the other two supports as well. And Secret, well positioned to try and get some damage onto that mid tower.
Oof, thought I was watching another team on Dire, but that's the Vega we know. So that was pretty smart. I think if he had successfully gotten that block, or for any other hero...
Oh, look at this Epicenter being lined up here. What a beautiful play from YapzOr. See if it actually pays out, though. Silent, not quite dead from it, and they are going to be able to get the cold feet. Nope, doesn't actually lock into MP, but they do manage to stun him up. Now they have the Chronosphere, and it looks like what was supposed to be kind of a bait in ends up being Secret for the one baited into Vega Squadron. They managed to pick up playing pretty aggressively here.
Scan right on top of them.
Nice read. YapzOr's in a position to be able to break a smoke, and they're on top of the freeway. And he's actually going to pop his ultimate inside the jungle. It will manage to get a quick kill on the Ancient Apparition. Now, YapzOr with the Epicenter is going to be able to help get an additional kill onto the Enigma. Disaster strikes as Vega Squadron once again try and go past that tier 1 mid tower. It seems cursed.
I think they also could have just sieged with the Viper in front. I don't really see anything stopping them, but Now we may see another death.
Echo Slam, there's the chain stun. Finish off.
Like in really deep into Radiant territory. So if this whole team it was very, very difficult.
Oh, black hole, but the Ice Blast is gonna miss, but the percentage-based damage of Midnight Pulse looks like it is gonna be enough to. Ooh, MP! Armlet toggling. Even a Reality Rift to get that extra bit of jump away. You play the Ancient Apparition to hit the Ice Blast. YapzOr, meanwhile, does manage to get a kill on Sioma Slayer. First 12 minutes, but Sour. You have the initiation. Follow up. Midwan is definitely dead, thanks to a successful Ice Blast landing.
Good ward though, but it doesn't see anything yet.
Smoke for smoke is already popping. Sioma Slayer leading the way while YapzOr does manage to get the throw strike in, but Sioma is causing a lot of havoc. Does manage to get a pretty good Ice Blast, but the big ultimates on the side. Aloha Dance is actually going to go for one. Black hole onto just MP, but they do manage to get the Oracle save there. MP, is he going to be able to turn and do anything with this one? His illusions have already been cleared out. Echo Slam laid out. They're going to try and burst down Aloha Dance here with the Faceless Void. Has that Manta, but is unable to be able to get it off. He still is going to be able to get his team the win, though. They managed to pick up 4 members of Team Secret. G leading the damage out there. A lot of that damage.
Oh, yeah, and you mentioned the Faceless Void going Manta first. It's also really good for disarm on Oracle.
Oh, that's a good case. Enter being called up here. YapzOr goes for the Rogue Strike, doesn't actually manage to land it onto Aloha Dance, and the turnaround here. Afterlife with the Black Hole, locking down 2. They do manage to get the Oracle ultimate out onto KheZu. Enough time for him to be able to get the Echo Slam, but it's not enough to lock down Aloha Dance, so KheZu's just going to throw down that ultimate and then die immediately. A 1-for-2 exchange, but now the Chronosphere locking in MP's Chaos Knight with the illusions. Afterlife's going to be able to come in, add some additional disable. They're trying to save the Chaos Knight, lessening some of that magic damage thanks to the Oracle, but it looks like Viper's just going to be able to stick on top of it. And if they're not careful, they could lose more here. Puppey, the Oracle, is also going to be caught. The only escapee, whatever you want to call it, the Sniper, mid-1 Sniper is able to get away. Even harder for Sniper to get that vision.
You could just get a Lincoln's too.
So. That is also, he really feels like it, though. I highly doubt Assassination is going to be effective here. KheZu brings the lockdown, does get the additional heroes. Sioma Slayer tries to make a snowball save, doesn't get it. He will die to the Team Secret 5-man gank.
This
is open themselves up. Roshan, maybe?
Yeah, this is the timing that they really need to be careful about. You use your ultimates, and then Secret are trying to go for a big play in a Roshan. And right now, like even if they did have buyback, they still wouldn't be able to make it in time with their ultimates. Black Hole's still down for 17 seconds, and they got a +1 with Silent. So
trying to come in, get some vision with the Ice Vortex and the Ice Blast.
Ultimate, unreliable, or wait for them to use their ultimates when and then go for the gold when they don't have their ults up. And now they're just
the jump in Echo Slam, they managed to lock down Aloha Dance to get the Faceless Void, but the Black Hole save. They're going to be able to save him, but can they output the damage? They're trying to finish off NP, but he got the Oracle save. I have no idea what kind of HP is going to end up after the end of this. G is perfectly fine. So there goes that Aegis. Round 2 of the Chaos Knight. Without an ultimate and kind of in a bad situation, directly locked under by the Chronosphere. There's not much these heroes can do to stop it unless YapzOr comes in, tries to help out again. The Faceless Void is able to live, gets the time walk away, but he's time walk forward into the Sniper, which means he will still die. Now G stands tall, but Midwan in the back lines has the distance and able to get a lot of pokes there on. Are you at all concerned? Like, this is Viper's peak, right? It's big, he's bad, his magic damage and damage are still very relevant, but he does kind of dropping off from here.
Did you see Knoxville's stats about how many games of Viper he played?
That's true. Is one of the great heroes. BKB is going to be popped here by G. Turn around Black Hole just on the MP, but it's still the primary damage dealer. They're just going to get locked down. This Chaos Knight feels completely irrelevant in many of these team fights, but KheZu is not. He gets the lockdown, almost catches Aloha Dance, but again, they just do not have enough burst damage to be able to bring him down. Now Midwan's going to be caught on. Looks like G managed to close that distance with the help of the Ice Shards. They lock Midwan in. Malfist stops the TP. YapzOr is trying to make his getaway, but Sandstorm is not going to protect him. One's pushing out waves. So if a Smoke King's coming, it's most likely going to be hitting those bursts, which they're...
They just had the sigil inside the pit, and now they're huddled around, like, close to the shrine. This is what they should have done the last time the Roshan was taken down. Granted, they didn't have their ults, but...
YapzOr makes the jump in. Ice Blast doesn't look like it's going to be able to hit much there. The Tusk is going to be the... Whoa, what a beautiful Chronosphere. They're going to be able to lock down so many heroes. They take out the Oracle first, follow this up with the Black Hole. All 3 of those heroes dead. Chaos Knight was not locked down this time around, but nothing he could do anyway.
Great Chronosphere. Out from Aloha. They don't really need Roche. That's the thing about Secret. Like they know they have to play around the Roche pin right now, and if they give up Roche, they're just gonna fall way too far behind. Like Faceless Void can, like they've been pretty close to killing a Faceless Void, which may win this first team fight, but at the end, Aegis
KheZu jumps in, goes for Aloha Dance, but immediate turnaround. He ends up going down. Aloha Dance takes most of the damage off of the time walk, and P, he's kind of stuck. He managed to kill the Tusk, but he can't follow up on any additional heroes. All that sticky ice vortex there from the Ancient Apparition really looked ability. Unable to pursue. Vega Squadron back away. 20 to 29, 44 minutes in. Vega Squadron holding a 20k gold lead that has gone down quite a bit. MP turns around, throws out the stun. Lincoln's gonna block out the stun, does have the reality rip, but there's the black hole to control once again with a follow-up ice blast. Oracle is not gonna do much to save. He is only prolonging the inevitable death of MP. And it is just Kite City. This poor guy, like, just can't kill. Well, like, Chaos Knight is a hero killer, you know? It's not a farmer. He goes out there and kills things. And every single team fight, he's just locked down and kited around.
Chaos Knight's going for an MKB too. Wow.
I mean, Viper, that is going to be the way they play it, right? Viper is the one to siege the high ground, so they have to have the threatening power again.
I suppose, but if like CK just dies like that, he's not going to do any damage. But I don't know, they can rely on Sniper, I think, for damage. He did go for MKB, no Rapier.
Block it off. Take it off. Well, KheZu's trying to come in and shake it off, but it doesn't manage to get into Blinking Echo Slam. He was stopped by Night Shard. Now they get the Chrono Scourge coming around. They caught Midwan inside of it. It's going to be carried down. NP refuses to buy back on the Chaos Knight, and there is no buyback on the Sniper. So Secret, this looks like this could be the end of them. I'm not sure how they could possibly do anything. I mean, the big ultimates are down for Vega Squadron, but it's still going to be a 4 versus 5 in their next team fight.
Waka Flocka. That's what I have to say about this game.
That's very apt description. Ben. Eat.
That's for you to interpret. That's the beauty of the words.
Throw in
you want it to be.
some Waka Flocka flame up here. Vega Squadron taking this game. Nice snowball into gold. Managed to get the ice blast over the top. NP gets his ultimate off. Is going to be able to take out one support. Echo Slam locks down 2, but there's the black hole once again. Afterlife with yet another great performance. Locks down Mythic Carry. He's going to die eventually. Gets a refresher off. YapzOr trying to finish him off before he can get off the second black hole, and he will be successful in that regard. NP is bought back. Doesn't have his ultimate, but maybe he can output the damage all by himself. No, he's not. He's just going to die. Slowly but surely, he's going to die. And there you have it. Vega Squadron have wiped through Team Secret and taken game number 1 in this elimination match.
Afterlife played, I think, the best game of the tournament that I've seen from him. That was really good Enigma performance. Also, G, I think, was a pretty standout Viper as far as Vipers can go.
Yeah.
Their range is probably like, you know, from a 4 to a 6 in terms of
You could never be a 10 out of 10 Viper play.
But if we widen the scale, he would be a 10 out.
He would. I think Afterlife, we were talking earlier, he's probably like the least known player of the entire tournament.
MVP.
Interaction Slack said, well, this is your chance to make a name for yourself. And I think Afterlife is